Hello everyone, hello Ms. Guldana, this is my presentation. I'm Kadif Nurjan, I'm from MT2302 and here is my presentation. Do you know this guy? This guy has a track in his album named Blonde. The track's name is Be Yourself. It says, you understand the things that I've taught you, not to drink alcohol, not to use drugs, don't use that cocaine or marijuana, because that stuff is highly addictive. When people become weed heads, they become sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. Sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. That all marijuana does to you, okay? So, what do you think? What my topic is gonna be about? My topic is about a healthy and unhealthy lifestyle, comparing health, longevity, and diseases. So, I've chosen 5 articles about junk food, about alcohol, and about smoking. The first article's title, author, and year is Effects of Junk Food and Beverages on Adolescents' Health. The authors are Jita Arias and Sunita Mishra. The year of publication is 2013. The second article is about alcohol consumption, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Authors are Maria Pontes Ferreira and Darren Willoughby. The year of publication 2007. Third article is cigarette smoking. Authors are Andrew Bergen and Neil Caparesa. The year of publication 1999. The fourth article is healthy lifestyle behaviors and all-cause mortality among adults and the United States. In the United States, authors are Earl Ford, Manuela Bergman, Heiner Boeing, and Choyong Lee, Simon Capel. The year of publication 2012. The fifth article is smoking prevalence in addiction treatment. The authors are Joseph Gaidish, Emma Pasalakwa, Barbara Tajima, Mabel Chan, Jungsar Chun, and Alan Bostrom. The year of publication 2010 and 2011. Talking about the focus of the article. The focus of the first article is that many adolescents and people around are having overweight and obese. This article talks about that 3% of residents of the India are having the overweight and obese. That's a real problem that we need to remake, I think. The second article is talking about the global problem of the alcohol abuse, the harm consequences of the alcohol. This article is talking about the consequences of the abusing alcohol and the diseases that can be produced by abusing alcohol. The third article is talking about excessive use of tobacco products, and psychological consequence. This article is talking about that one of health of the world is smoking cigarettes. Starting from 1950, the percentage of smokers are really high, and that's our problem too. The fourth article is talking about the effect of a healthy lifestyle on a human life and health. This article is talking about the experiment that where people were experimented by dividing them into, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 3 groups. Three groups. where first group is they are abusing smoking. The second group is, if I'm not mistaken, they are abusing smoking and alcohol, like midly. And the third group is the group where people do sports. They eat healthy food, they drink healthy drinks, they do sports and other stuff like that. The fifth article focus is the rate of marijuana smoking and why people are addicted to it. So the main ideas of each article. The first article is that main idea is that we need to understand like the cause of the problem, and we need to fix it. The second article's idea is that research on alcohol consumption and its impact on mortality. What are recommendations for drinking alcohol and other stuff like that. The third article is talking about the main idea of that article is that smoking is a serious global problem. As I said before, starting from 1950, the percentage of smokers is very high. The smokers usually are men. I mean, like 50% of smokers around the world is the men are the men. There are usually people who smoke tobacco are veterans, people who abuse smoking, who abuse alcohol, and other stuff like that. The fourth article is that main idea is of the fourth article is that which group of people will have a long life and a good health by dividing them, as I said before, into three groups. The main idea of the fifth article is that main problem of that article is not there is no decrease in smoking prevalence over time, but that the prevalence of smoking is inordinately high. So the next is methodology. The first article, the objective of the study is why adolescents are obese and overweight. The study is adolescents of the participants are the adolescents of over the world, and in that article also they are talking about adolescents of the India. How, when, and where was collected data? As I understood, the when was collected data is 2002. Where is in India and around the world, and where was collected data. I think that it's a database from World Health Organization. The second article, objective of the study is why people drink alcohol and abuse it, and how it can be reduced. The participants are mostly Americans, like Canadians, USA residents, and some countries of the South America and the Central America too. How, when, and where was collected data is collected in Canadian Addiction. It was a survey, Canadian Addiction University, if I'm not mistaken. And how was collected? It was a survey, and when in 2005. The third article is a study on smoking among residents of the United States and around the world. Participants are the residents of the United States of America. data was collected in 1996 by World Health Organization, and how was it was collected? It was the statistics of, as I said before, World Health Organization. The first article is objective of the study is health monitoring among participants for mortality. The participants are the youth over 20 years of age. How, when, and where was collected data? It was like firstly it was a questionnaire, and then it was the clinical examination. The data was collected in 2006 in the USA. The fifth article is objective of the study is studying the statistics of people who use tobacco products tobacco products. The participants are inpatient patients. How, when, and where was collected data? Data was collected from 1987 to 2009. The data was collected by the system of NESARC, NCS, and NS2 database. The findings of each article. First article's finding is that mass media has been found a main influent factor to adolescents, affecting on food choices of adolescents. The second finding of second article is that a large number of women and young people abuse alcohol. Alcohol, if you didn't know, is the third most consumed beverage in the world. Talking about the third article, finding is that nicotine dependence, major depression, and alcohol dependence are three most prevalent specific psychiatric diagnoses. The finding of the third article is that of the three healthy behaviors, non-smoking and adequate physical activity showed the largest reduction on in all-cause mortality. The finding of the fifth article is that smoking prevalence among persons in addiction treatment is much higher than in the general population, higher than that reported in epidemiological samples of persons with substance use disorders. So there was the findings of the 5 articles. In conclusion, I mentioned that in the first article, authors think that we need to eradicate this problem by eating on time and not eating junk food, not abusing it. Conclusion of the second article, that it's important to have a clear understanding of both the benefits and risks of etho. Etho is like ethanol consumption, and help people who abuse it. Conclusion of the third article is that smoking lowers stress and blood pressure, but it's temporary and at the same time cheating, as nicotine creates even more stress. The conclusion of the fourth article is that refraining from smoking, eating and a healthy diet and being adequately active can greatly reduce mortality over the short to medium term. It means like if you do sports, eat healthy food, not abuse junk food, not abuse alcohol and smoking, your life can be longer. In simple words. The conclusion of the fifth article is that across all studies reviewed, the slowest smoking prevalence for any single year was 65%, well above epidemiological estimates for those with alcohol and drug use disorders. In my outline, I truly didn't really understand. I misunderstood, I think, that you said. So, item number 1 is healthy lifestyle. Perspective 1 is health. Point 1 is that longevity, point 1 is longevity. According to Earl Ford and Manuela Bergman et al., 2012, adults who were non-smokers or who were adequately active also showed large reductions in mortality from major cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and other causes. The second point is health. While it's the contamination of the nicotine delivery device with carcinogens, carbon monoxide, and cytotoxic compounds, that's the probable source of the attributable risk from smoking in cancer and cardiovascular and respiratory diseases. The authors are Andrew Bergen and Neil Capareso, 1999. The third point is medicine. According to Maria Ferreira and Darren Willoughby, 2007, ethanol is a drug capable of producing toxic effects in a dose-dependent manner, especially when taken in doses. The second item is unhealthy lifestyle. Perspective 1 is harm. Point 1 is mortality. According to Earl Ford and Manuela Bergman et al. 2012, during a mean follow-up time of 5.7 years, there were 745 deaths. Point 2. Smoking. Research into smoking behavior and pharmacology has established that not most smokers are smoking to maintain nicotine levels. Andrew Bergen and Neil Capareso, 1999. The third point is junk food. According to Dira Ariel and Sunita Mishra, 2013, place of lunch, family meal, dinner, eating dinner out, and moderate consumption of vegetables and fruits are important factors influencing junk food consumption by adolescents. That was my presentation. Here are the references that you see. Thank you for your attention. See you. Goodbye.